We are live.
And we are live.
On a Sunday morning. Super early. But
Early Sunday
we have
morning.
a big announcement we're going to be making once some people get in here. And if no one joins, we'll eventually just announce it and you guys can catch it on the replay. I understand that it's early, so trust me, I'd probably be asleep if we weren't doing this. So I totally get it.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Yep. I actually just got the notification that I went live. That's kind of funny.
Yeah,
but I saw
so
AJ was in here earlier. He said, "Hey, I'm excited to see what the big announcement is." Yeah, it's gonna be cool. We got 3 people in here, so thank you if you're watching.
Yeah.
Yankee88 is in here. He says, "I'll be on this." He says, "Hey, happy Sunday, happy Sunday."
Happy Sunday.
Yeah, just taking it easy today, basically. Doing some YouTube stuff. You know how it is.
Yep.
Yep. Ryan O'Toole's in here. He says, "I have a guess, but I'll wait to see if I'm right." Yeah, you'll have to wait till we get a few more people in here.
You're probably right, Ryan.
I wonder how obvious we've made it. No.
Yeah, for real.
Issox is in here, says, "Hey guys, hey, how you doing? Glad to see you in here."
What's going on?
Yep. So, what have you been watching lately? While we just wait a little bit, have you been watching anything lately? It's been kind of a hectic week for me as far as watching goes. But.
Yeah, same with me. I tried to watch Palm Springs. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what all the hype's about. I tried to watch it twice. So
we actually have 11 people in here. So what's up, guys?
That's dope. What's going on Sunday morning? I tried to watch. I try again. I wasn't in the mood for it, but I watched Greyhound and it was really, really good. Really? It knew it was going for. Super simple. Yeah. Tom Hanks is Tom Hanks, and it's intense. It's action packed. It's only like an hour and a half. So Greyhound, Apple TV Plus. Anyone hasn't seen it, I would recommend it. I might watch The Old Guard at some point, the Netflix movie. But other than that, I've just been. That's it. Watched the UFC fight last night. It was a great 5 fights. So can't complain.
Yeah, who ended up winning? Because I don't care. I'm not like a huge UFC guy. I know we talked about it a little.
Yeah. So I can go fight by fight. Paige Van Zandt, she's the most beautiful UFC fighter. She's a model and all that. She lost first 2 minutes to an armbar. She should honestly retire. That other girl, it was sad.
Oh my god.
Then second fight, Rose Namajunas won, split decision. That was actually the fight of the night. Third fight, the third fight was awful. Jose Aldo's face was, bleeding everywhere. And Peter Yan he destroyed him in the 4th round. Yeah. Ref finally stopped it. Probably like 2 minutes too late. It was kind of sad. Max Holloway, I thought won 3-2 on the scorecards. He lost 3-2, or he lost split decision. So I don't know if I agree with that. And everyone's like, "Oh, Kamaru Usman, the main event." It was so boring. Kamaru Usman's a wrestler, and he wrestles his opponents down, and he dominates them. If you're a hardcore UFC fan like me, you know that's way harder than knocking someone out in 5 seconds. So Usman dominated Masvidal, which was expected. Masvidal took it on 6 days' notice. There's your UFC recap for you, folks. It was a great night of fights.
I see we've got Dorito Chip Gamer in here. What's going on? We have Rai in here. Hello. And Yankee88 says, "I watched Memento this morning, Scent of Woman, and The Prestige again because the ending is fire." Yeah, I've seen your letterbox reviews for all those. Very cool. I love The Prestige. Can't wait to rewatch it. And Dorito Chip Gamer says, "I watched School of Rock for the first time. It's a great movie."
That's a fantastic movie. I love that movie. The world is run by the man.
Yeah. We have 7 people in here right now, so we will wait like a few more minutes to announce the big announcement. I'll throw up a graphic on the screen. I'm excited to show you guys. I really am.
Yeah, I'm honestly pumped.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
We'll take a few questions while we wait. I see Lucas asks, "Are you guys excited for the Amazon Prime Lord of the Rings series?" Trevor, take the floor with this.
I sure am. And then I posted a video about it last week on Middle Earth Monday segment on my channel when we do talk about Lord of the Rings and all that. Little plug there. But they said they are good to go back into production in New Zealand. It's supposed to hopefully hit the 2021 release date. It's like the second age of Middle Earth, they're calling it. It's like a prequel to Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits. I just hope it's not too much like Game of Thrones. I hope it's more like that Middle Earth Lord of the Rings vibe. If that's the case, we'll be good to go. But if it's more like, I don't know, they got big shoes to fill. They got a big boy budget. It's like $150 million a season. So, hey, man, I can't wait. I'm a Lord of the Rings guy for life. I can't freaking wait.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it. I feel like it's going to be one of the more high-quality TV shows that I definitely should check out, like on par with Mandalorian, Game of Thrones, as far as like production quality goes. So I'll watch it. And I like the Lord of the Rings movies. I will be rewatching them before that. And hopefully in the next few months, I'll have time to rewatch those movies. Danny K Reviews, what's going on, man? I just subscribed to your channel recently. Thank you for all the support, and I will be watching more of your stuff very soon.
Yeah.
Let's see. Just call me Jordan because my name is okay. I will. Hi, Jordan.
Jordan.
Yep.
How you doing, bro?
Trevor, who would you cast? Or the original? They're new characters in the Lord of the Rings show, right?
So it's completely new. It's completely new characters.
Okay.
And then Elijah Wood was in an interview recently. He's a character of Frodo Baggins, who said he it had to be like a perfect scenario for him to reprise his role as Frodo. You can't beat that cast. That casting is top notch. I mean, everyone, after seeing those characters, everyone was meant to play everyone. Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn, Orlando Bloom as Legolas. I mean, you can't really beat it, man.
Yeah, and he says no one ever responds to me in live streams. Well, I'm
glad
we got the answer. We have 10 people in here, so we're probably gonna announce it in like a minute probably. I'm feeling it. Like I think that now might be the time. And Ruby says Marvel's stay-at-home Comic-Con was canceled, so we can't see the new Falcon and Winter Soldier trailer. Yeah, that's kind of sad. I just want to see more footage from. Yeah, I believe it was. I saw that on Twitter. I want to say a few days ago. But I need some footage from like. I want to see a sneak peek at the Eternals. I want to see more of these TV show trailers because like they need to get my hopes up. Like Loki, especially, we've seen like a snippet. We've seen a snippet from WandaVision and hardly any footage from Falcon and Winter Soldier. So I would love to see that. But
sorry, before we
go ahead. No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Second. I know we're excited, but like Hall H Comic-Con. I remember last year, like I did like a video about it. That was like the funnest video I ever made. Was like reacting to the Hall H stuff that was coming out. At Comic-Con. I was like, dude, I can't wait to do that again. So they're still doing Comic-Con, right? Like, but there's not Marvel's not going.
I think they're still doing Comic-Con. I think Warner Brothers might have something for like
some DC stuff or whatever. Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not crazy. Like I enjoy seeing the trailers of Comic-Con, but I don't know. It is sad that like so many people who had tickets aren't going to get to go. But I'm not like a massive Comic-Con fan. But I would like to go one day. I think.
I will have to plan a trip because we're going to go. It'd be freaking lit.
No, only like a few hours for you, just across the country for me.
It's like a 12-hour drive for me.
If it's San Diego,
you have a less of a flight than I have a drive. So
That's true. And we'll take a few more questions because I know I want to build the anticipation a little more. We have 10 people in here. Let's see. Marvel project you're most excited for. I think I'm really excited for Spider-Man 3. And I know that Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange 2 is like the number one answer, but I genuinely want to see how they're going to resume the Spider-Man universe after the ball dropped in the Far From Home post-credit scene. So that's my answer.
I think right now, because like I just watched Winter Soldier yesterday. Winter Soldier yesterday. So Falcon and Winter Soldier, I'm like so hyped for it, dude. Like after seeing like Sam Wilson get introduced as Falcon, I was like, I cannot wait to see him as the new Captain America. But also I'll say Thor: Love and Thunder, man. I'm pretty pumped for it. I don't know how they're gonna bring Natalie Portman back, but Taika's back, so come on, Thor: Love and Thunder's gonna be dope. Doctor Strange, obviously. I mean, everything Marvel's gonna drop is gonna be freaking sick. Let's be real.
Yeah, I can't wait for everything they're doing. I'm less excited for, but I'm gonna watch every movie opening day. I'm gonna watch every TV episode the day it comes out and try and honestly do a video on it because I love the TV videos. I love how you did the defending Jacob thing. I think that would be fun to do with Marvel TV shows, like maybe even collab. Who knows? Yeah,
for sure, that'd be dope.
Ryan O'Toole, the anticipation is killing me. It is killing me too.
Makes you wait a little longer.
I really do want. We have 11 people in here right now. Yankee 88 watched Planet of the Apes the first time, and Ryan says that's awesome. Yeah, that is. We have 12 people in here, guys. Thank you. We're gonna make the announcement soon.
Make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Helps.
Yeah, I haven't said that yet. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome. I had to throw that in there. Yeah.
Yankee 88 says Dawn is my favorite, but the first act of War was amazing. I think War is my favorite as of now. Upon rewatch, that could change. I just loved, like you said, I remember the opening was so intense, but I do remember there was never that huge war that people thought there would be, at least. And I don't recall. I think that Dawn might be the most like well-paced movie from beginning to end.
Sure. Dawn's like first 20 minutes in Muir Woods in San Francisco, like when they're like, oh my God, and then they fight that big grizzly bear, which there's no bears up there, but like still, that's such a cool scene, I was like, oh my God, really, really well done. I love that movie. Yeah, the whole trilogy is fantastic.
Rise is like my least favorite, but it's still a good movie. It's still a good movie.
Oh, great movie. Especially the last act, the big war at the end.
Yeah,
God, that's good.
Is that Golden Gate Bridge, right?
Heck yeah, dude.
I know things about California, kind of.
Yep.
Vaz Cinema says, "Hey, I'm Jordan. This is my movie channel. What's up, dude? I know you're always on my Instagram live. So how you doing? Glad to see you here.
I'll have to give you the subscribe.
Yeah. I haven't subscribed to your channel either, so I'll have to do the same. Favorite actress? You know, I think that I end up saying the same people every time, so I want to think about this for a second. Like, I genuinely just don't know. I love Margot Robbie, but I don't know if that's actually my answer. That's what my usual go-to, but I don't know. I think that I really like Emma Watson, who plays Hermione.
Yeah.
I love her, and she's also
great.
Belle in Beauty and the Beast, and she's in Perks of Being a Wallflower. So I might go with her right now. Yeah, I'm going to go with her right now. That's what I'm doing right now. So,
I've always said Emma Watson. She's been my favorite for years, but like, especially after last year, Florence Pugh's year was fantastic. From Fighting with My Family, I thought it was great. It's a great surprise. I was not a fan of Midsommar. Couldn't get into it at all, but she was great in it. And then Little Women, she was fantastic. So I think Florence Pugh and Saoirse Ronan, that's my two right now.
Yeah, they're good. Little Women, probably top five. Probably top five.
Yeah, Little Women. I think it was both our top 3 favorite movies last year, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
well, I didn't get to see it before I made my top 10. I saw it late January.
Sure.
Unfortunately, but I just realized that all 3 actresses that we named are in that movie.
And I know, that's also crazy.
So
yeah,
I mean
and
Timothée Chalamet, man, that movie is loaded.
My boy, it's so good. But Emma Watson being such a great actress, to me, she was the weakest link in that movie. I thought she'd be like top notch. I was like, she was good, but like compared to Saoirse and Florence and the girl who played the other sister, Beth. I forget. I don't know who that actress is. She was really, really good. And then Laura Dern.
You know who's underrated in that movie is Chris Cooper, man. He brought me to tears. He's the neighbor. He's the piano teacher, right? Or is he?
Timothée Chalamet's grandfather, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, he's very good.
Yeah,
I liked him quite a bit.
We can take a few more questions, or we can go ahead and announce it. We have 11 people in here, so
I think everyone's waiting, so we can announce it, and we can take some questions at the end again.
Yeah. So Trevor and I have had this project in the works. I've been kind of hinting at it for like
2 months,
probably
almost,
for a while now. We've wanted to do this for a while. We've been talking about it. We finally, we can reveal the layout if you want in this episode, or we can wait for that.
I think that's
the actual thing.
That's going to
be a surprise. Okay, we're going to drop the graphic right now for what we've been plotting, and I'm very excited to announce this. You're seeing it here for the first time. This is the logo. Of course, I have to reopen it. So hold on. What's a little announcement without some technical difficulties?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
1 sec, I'm pulling it up. But I am very excited to announce that Trevor and I we're
going to Disney World.
We're going to Disney. Hold on. I bet this isn't going to work the way I want it. Let's see. All right. And I'll tell you when. Ready? We are very excited to announce that Trevor and I are doing a podcast. There you have it. The Film Saga podcast. Film Geeks meets Film Stocks. Why not the Film Saga? You know, it's our saga with our film channels. There you have it. And I believe that will be the thumbnail for all of our episodes in the future. And we'll add episode 1. If we have a guest, we'll put it on there. But we are very excited about this project. I know that I've always wanted to do a podcast. So Trevor, how excited are you, dude? I know we've been talking about this for a while. Now everyone knows that it's coming.
Yeah. I'm not excited at all. I don't know why we're doing this. This seems stupid. I can't wait, man. I've been talking about it for a while. We both were both talking about it, so it's cool to get the ball finally rolling, and I can't wait. And to come in, I think, not tomorrow, but the following Monday, right?
I believe so. Yeah. Is that July 20th? I want to say.
Set the date, folks. July 20th. We're going down.
And that is that. I want to give a shout out to Cam, my girlfriend, for designing the cartoons and the thumbnail. I think that it turned out great. I'm really a fan of everything she can do. She's so gifted. I'm going to brag on her for a little. She is.
Yeah. And I can't get over how just good she is at making this stuff. Every time you send me it, I'm like, God, dude, we'd be screwed without her.
I'm very, very excited to get the ball rolling with this thing. I know that it's going to be a ton of fun. We'll probably do the first 2 episodes, just me and Trevor, kind of feel things out. And then I do believe we will start getting guests on. I don't think that's a spoiler. I think that's cool. We're going to have some guests
inevitable for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And we won't spoil the format now, but I will say that we want to have a more streamlined podcast. because I know that there's a lot of podcasts out there. I know there's a lot of movie content. So we want to make something that's more accessible and something that's not going to take a whole day, essentially, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So
100%.
I'm very, very excited about this. I'll leave the graphic up for people who are joining in.
Yeah.
But let's see. Ryan O'Toole says podcast. I called it. Congrats. I'm excited for both. Yeah. We are too. Thank you for the support. Yankee 88 says, I knew it. Let's go. Vast Cinema says, let's go. I'll definitely listen. Thank you, man. That means a lot.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Danny K Review says, I'm excited. Keep up the grind. Thank you. AJ says, very exciting stuff. Thank you, AJ. You already know that you're going to be one of the first guests on there when we do have guests.
Come on, AJ.
Don't even worry about that. And AJ, I actually ordered an AJ Reacts 2 shirt. I did the Mandalorian one because I really just wanted to support AJ, and it's a very sick design, so I had to get it.
Yeah. Jessicola 100, she just told me because she's sitting on my bed over there. She just said, he sent me. So she is very excited. I didn't even see,
but yeah, I'm a horrible person. I skipped here.
That's all right. You're just awful. We should just kick you out of here.
Yeah.
I can't wait, man. And I'm not like nervous, but I'm like more anxious to kind of get the ball rolling, you know. And it was kind of like we're gonna see what I guess segments we like, what segments we don't like. And if you guys have any segments like you think would be good, go ahead and recommend them to us. Whatever, we are all ears.
Yeah, it's gonna be like we're very much testing the waters on this thing. It's our first run at a podcast, so it's gonna be like it's gonna be kind of testing the waters for the first few episodes till we find our footing. I see. Eli Taylor says really exciting. I'm looking forward to the podcast. Thank you. It really does mean a lot. We're gonna put a video version on YouTube, and then we'll also have it on other podcast websites.
Spotify,
if you want.
Apple.
Yeah.
I don't know about SoundCloud, but Spotify.
No, probably not. Yeah.
Yeah. Apple, iTunes. I mean, Apple.
We're not SoundCloud rappers. We don't belong there.
Yeah, I've been on SoundCloud in years.
Yeah, and Yankee 88 says, I'm excited to see what you all think about. I'll listen, and of course, thank you. That really does mean a lot. And he says, maybe do a segment where you do top 3 of a random topic, genre, character. Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. It's not a bad idea at all. We'll definitely take that into account.
Yeah, I appreciate the recommendation, man.
Yeah. So we'll stick around for like 12 more minutes to be a 30-minute stream. If you guys want to ask any more questions, I'll leave the graphic up the whole time in case anyone joins. Or should I take it down? Trevor, what do you think?
You can take it down. We can post it on our socials.
Yep. So we're back. Sure. And anyone who catches this on the replay, thank you. And consider hitting the like button. But we will be here for a while just to take some questions. You know, if you want to ask us about the podcast, if you want to just ask us about movies in general, feel free to do so. We have 11 people in here still, so that is awesome. I see that.
Lord of the Rings question. I see that.
Yeah, I do. Thoughts on Two Towers? I don't understand why people think it's the worst of the 3. It's so funny he brought this up. I sent Trevor a snap yesterday. I was like, why do people think Two Towers is the best? So I'll let you answer this, Trevor, first.
We can talk about it together. Come on. I am a diehard Lord of the Rings fan. It's like people talk about childhood movies. Like these are the 3 childhood movies I talk about. So Two Towers to me is the worst of the 3. And here's why. If you go off the first one, meeting all the characters and how like not just fast paced it was, but how interesting it was to get into the world of Middle Earth. That was amazing. Then you go into Two Towers, and it's definitely the slower of the movies. I still love it. I love it. The Battle of Helm's Deep's the best battle probably in any movie ever.
It's great.
But Two Towers is a little bit slower to get the ball rolling a bit. And then when you go to Return of the King, I mean, Return of the King might be a little slower as well, but that ultimate payoff by the time you get to the end of the film and how it wrapped everything up so beautifully, the emotional tie, the score, the original song that Pippin sings to Denethor, or all the battles they have in that, and then they go and get the Army of the Dead and all these different things. Return of the King is my favorite movie of all time. It has so many epic things, and I love all 3 of these movies so much, but like Return of the King's epic, and like Fellowship of the Rings like right behind it, and Two Towers is a couple notches down. Still a fantastic movie none the least.
Yeah, Two Towers has a lot of focus on Gollum with Sam and Frodo, right? So like that was never my favorite, and I know like that's kind of a hot take, but I never actually loved that part of Lord of the Rings. I know there's a ton of love for Gollum and those characters, but whenever they're on screen, it's actually my least favorite part of each movie. And I know that's like a hot take. And I've always loved Aragorn and like seeing the action and all that stuff more.
For sure. So. Yeah. As a kid, I used to fast forward to all the action.
Totally fair. Yeah.
But like, as I watch them now, like I love like Golem getting introduced a little bit in the Fellowship, but then really coming into play in the Two Towers. He comes like walking down the mountain, and like Frodo and Sam put like a leash on him, and they're just carrying him around. It's really, really good. And you get introduced to awesome other characters like Faramir, who ends up being Boromir's brother. And then you get Gandalf the White, Theoden, Eowyn. You got Airmare. It's a really, really just crazy how they expanded the world so much. But also, like I said, like, go ahead.
Finish your statement. I cut you off. I do that a lot.
You're good. You do that all the time. It's all good.
You go.
Go for it.
Oh, okay. We're playing this game now. I say the Lord of the Rings Two Towers poster is like the worst. And I know that's super weird, but I think the Fellowship one and Return of the King are way more iconic than Two Towers. Because I can't even, like, they stand out so much. I can picture both of those in my head right now, but Two Towers, I'm struggling. There's two versions of it, I want to say. One of them has like a light blue kind of color. I'm going to pull it up on my phone, but yeah.
Yeah. The second one is, if there's a couple posters, because I can pull out the steelbook right here.
For Two Towers?
This is the poster I always see right here.
Oh, okay. See, I think of a different one.
Yeah, so there is a light blue one, because if you watch the Battle of Helm's Deep, that they make it light blue so you can actually see it.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah. So like the Battle of Helm's Deep has this blue tint to it, right? Unlike Game of Thrones in season 8, when you couldn't see jack nothing during that freaking battle. Remember that? And like
the long night. Episode 3, yeah.
God, you couldn't. I don't care, dude. I have a 55-inch 4K TV. I couldn't see nothing.
Couldn't see anything. Yeah, it was awful.
So what Peter Jackson did is he made that blue tint to make it look like it was still nighttime, but so we can actually see. Battle of Helm's Deep's amazing. I want to like watch it right now. So
yeah.
Sorry.
The more we talk about it, the more I want to rewatch.
You gotta rewatch it, dude.
I gotta rewatch the Raimi. The Raimi trilogy is first on my rewatch list. I gotta get on that. I rewatched Spider-Verse yesterday, and I love it. I love that movie.
God, Spider-Verse is so good.
I will say, not 5 out of 5 for me, and that's just because the first 20 minutes, like, yeah, they're introducing Miles, his relationship with his father, and his relationship with his uncle, but like, it needs to get going a little faster. I still really enjoy it though.
Fun fact, I don't know if I think you knew this. Mahershala Ali plays his uncle.
Yeah, he does. Great, and he's gonna be played too. So like.
Yeah. I love Mahershala Ali. To me, I think he's like the best actor working right now. Like the best. Like he's so freaking good.
Yeah, I mean, he's fantastic. I mean, two Oscars in 3 years, I believe, right? 2016 and 2018.
Have you seen Moonlight, where he won?
Not yet. Actor? It's on my 100 movies list.
Moonlight is, I guess, a coming of age movie. You can call it.
Yeah.
Really, really well done. But Mahershala Ali is only in it for about 20 minutes.
That's what I've heard first time. Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe he won for this, but he's great. And it's a really sweet emotion. It's a great movie. I enjoyed it a lot.
I will check that out soon.
Yeah.
Do you think Robert Pattinson will be good or bad? I think he's going to be great. I love the guy, and I think that he's a great as Cedric Diggory and Goblet of Fire. Then he kind of went through the Twilight phase, which we all know about. We all know about the Twilight movies, but he's done Good Time. He's done The Lighthouse, which I can't stand that movie, but he was really probably the best part of it. I know people say Defoe, but I think Pattinson was the best actor performance in that movie. But I can't wait to see him as Batman.
Yeah. So I haven't seen High Time or Good Times, and then is it Good Times or High Times?
Good Time. I think there's a High Life. I want to say is another movie.
Yeah. So I haven't seen either of those or Lighthouse, but what I have seen is him in The King of last year that I keep recommending to everyone on Netflix, starring Timothée Chalamet. He's a small role in it, but The King's a slower burn. It's kind of like a medieval movie like this about knights and stuff like that. And Timothée Chalamet is King Henry, and he goes to war with France. And Robert Pattinson, if you just look up his acting he's only in it probably 10 minutes. He's this French prince. Oh my God, his accent is so good. And I say this, I won't say it, but I do his accent all the time. He's fantastic in The King.
Yeah. I mean, he is a great actor who is escaping the Twilight shell.
That's how I know him for a while. Yeah.
Favorite heist movie. I love Heat. Is that it right here? If you haven't seen this movie, man, it's almost 3 hours. I highly recommend it. It's got
I actually haven't seen it.
Pacino and a bunch of other great people in it.
Add it to the list.
Yeah, I think we might actually make this into like an impromptu Q&A. So we might be sticking around longer because I'm having a good time. Are you cool with that, Trevor?
I'm having fun. That's all. I'm having a good time. So I was like, hey,
if you want to put it on your Instagram, you can. I'll post it
right now. Whatchamacallit? The Town. Have you seen that with Ben Affleck, Jeremy Renner?
Yes, dude, Jeremy Renner. Yeah, I'm leaving this whole town in my rearview mirror, Dougie.
Yeah,
I love the box.
So, do you remember when they did that scene when Tom Brady left and they put Tom Brady's face on Ben Affleck and then Julian Edelman on Jeremy Renner when he's like telling him, "I'm getting the F out of here."
Yeah,
really well. The Town is extremely underrated.
I'll put this on my Instagram. You can keep talking though.
Yeah, it's The Town. If anyone hasn't seen The Town, go do yourself a favor. It's fantastic. It's so good.
Yeah, it is a great movie. Let's see. We've got some more questions in here. Favorite Rocky film? Does this give it away? Or is this too obvious? I have the poster right there. The first Rocky, and I don't think it will ever be topped. That's one of probably in my top 20 of all time. For a long time, it was one of my favorite movies. I love it. It's so inspirational. The scene where Gonna Fly Now plays and he has like the final epic workout montage. That scene gives me chills every time. And after I watch that movie, I usually go for a run or like work out. It inspires me.
Right. So I've actually only seen the 2 Creed movies and the first Rocky. So
really, you haven't seen 4? You haven't seen Rocky 4?
No, I've seen the training montage.
Okay,
of course, but I have to go back and watch them because I haven't seen them all. The Creed movies, I adore the Creed movies, man. Like if they wanted to make 8 Creed movies, I'm okay with that. You know.
Yep.
I thought it was.
They're gonna make Are they making a third? I think that it had a really great ending. But they can totally make more. You know?
I think they are making more, but they're not that popular. Like they don't gross. I don't think ever like more than 200 million. You know, they're always like 180. They're
not like box office, like a behemoths or anything.
So if they did stop it, I'm cool with them stopping it. But like I said, if they want to go on, they got my money. I'm there. Yeah, I saw Creed 2. I think 3 times in theaters. I loved it.
Creed 2 is so good, dude.
I think Creed 2 is much better than Creed 1.
Wow, I disagree, but I still like them both.
Creed 1's great. Creed's great. Creed 2 to me, it's like that training montage in the desert and the score they played for that dude. It's like we're going, oh my god, it just gives me chills. It gets me so hyped. You know, they did like a Rocky 4 kind of like Drago thing. Yeah, it's so great.
Yeah. Should I watch the Bourne Supremacy / Ultimatum first or Hacksaw Ridge? Have you seen The Bourne Identity? If so, I'd say finish off the trilogy just because I really do like those action films, the first 3. And Hacksaw Ridge is also one you should watch, but it's not my favorite war movie. I know that it's like Certain's, and I think AJ, they love that movie. I really like it. I think that it's probably top 5 war movies for me. I just think Saving Private Ryan's like the crown jewel. It's like it's like the pinnacle of war movies. I don't think anything will ever top it.
So I rewatched Hacksaw Ridge. I remember loving it. I watched it last year. I saw it in theaters twice. I remember loving it. I watched it probably a month ago. I did not like it nearly as much as I remember. Like I don't know what it was. Like this time I was like, I'm like not into this right now. It just it went down quite a bit for me. So maybe I got to give it another rewatch. But I would say
the thing about Hacksaw that's kind of cheesy is like when he's a kid, and like I don't know, that stuff doesn't really work for me.
Yeah, and it felt like sometimes like. When he is like the at home phase, you know, before he goes to war, sometimes it felt like really rushed and how they're kind of moving along his life so fast. You know, I don't know. That's just me. So I would recommend the Supremacy Ultimatum. Those are really good movies. I think Ultimatum is my favorite. It is
mine as well. Yeah. Even though they go hard on the shaky cam in both those movies, it's kind of hard to see what's happening. It's still great. Yeah. Does anyone agree with me that Stuckman's best review ever was Raiders last week? Funny you mentioned that. I watched it last night while I was editing a video, and I love his long reviews where he just dives into a movie, kind of goes from beginning to end. That's just like the way I like to review movies usually, is just kind of plot point by plot point and then give my thoughts on each thing. But I can't do that because they'll turn out to be 20 or 30 minutes. But he can, because he has like almost 2 million subscribers and everyone's going to watch it. But like for me, no one would watch that video. Like I would love. Thank you, Trevor. I would love to do an Indiana Jones because I love Indiana Jones. I would love to review each movie in like 20, 30-minute discussion on each one, edit the hell out of it. But I don't know if it would do good. If you guys would actually want to see that, let me know. But then I'd feel like I'm ripping off Stuckman. But I don't care. He's never going to see this video.
He's never going to see it.
He's never going to see it.
Try it. I think I'm doing that for the Lord of the Rings. I think I'm going to do the Fellowship of the Ring tomorrow. For tomorrow's.
Okay. Like a long video on it, yeah.
Basically, like I don't know if I watch Jeremy Johns over Stuckman. Jeremy Johns
I like Stuckman more, but I like Johns.
Yeah. Johns does like a long spoiler review, talks about like pretty much everything that happens. I don't want to go like that far, but like definitely dive into the mythology of the Fellowship of the Ring. It's fantastic. So I think that's probably my video for tomorrow.
Yeah. Yankee 88 says, Heat is amazing. I'll stay around. Thank you for sticking around, man. Movie Trailer Man says, I'm late. What's the announcement? Should I throw the graphic up again or?
We are doing a podcast, Movie Trailer Man 28. We can throw the graphic up again. And we are launching on July 20th. Yeah, the Film Saga, baby.
Film Saga podcast.
I love those animated characters. They're so dope. And she did your eyebrow. I didn't even notice that. She did your eyebrow.
Yeah, she did my eyebrow. It does that thing. Makes me look like a warrior. Like a freaking Anakin Skywalker or something.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I don't even know where we are in the chat. Did you?
It's
Let me try and find it.
Young Film Movie.
Oh, yeah.
Right around there.
I think Reservoir Dogs is the best heist movie, and they don't even show the heist. You make a very good point. I love how you see the aftermath of it. And Tarantino's dialogue, man, it's on another level. Mr. Orange in that movie. Can we talk about how underrated Tim Roth is? Come on.
Yeah. So when I watched it, I told you I think I'm like a 3.5, 3 out of 10. But the more and more I think about it, it's like 4.5 to like dang near 5, dude. It's so good.
It's like so on Letterboxd.
4.5 for me, yeah. Go ahead.
4 points. I wish you could do like
4.8,
like 4.75. But that's just so nitpick, you know.
Yeah.
But I would give it a 4.75 if I was able to.
Sure. I'm like 4.5 stars, dude. Reservoir Dogs is not my favorite of his movies, but like it's a heist movie without the heist, dude. That's dope. That's really, really cool.
Ruby says great film in reference to The Town, but I can't stand Renner. He's horrid. Yeah, he kind of makes some interesting personal decisions. He's kind of he's on one of the Barstool Pizza reviews, and he's like a total ass. So I understand. And Archer says, "What do you guys think of the '89 Batman movie? I think it's fun. I've seen it like maybe twice. I think the one with Nicholson as the Joker, and I think that it's a fun time. I'm not a massive Burton guy. I'll be the first to admit that. I don't really care. But have you seen the '89 Batman?
So I haven't. It's on my 100 movies to watch list. But I just like the Tim Burton. Like I enjoy like Nightmare Before Christmas, one of my favorite Christmas movies. I call it a Christmas movie. Alice in Wonderland. I like a lot of his movies he does, but like not other than that, like he's got a really weird dark style. Even Dumbo, I thought Dumbo was awful. So don't get me started on that. But
did you get like hated?
Someone like told me to basically like go die in a hole because I get paid to hate on what's his name, Tim Burton. But I'm like not. It's like the one of the movies I'm not excited to watch on my list, but I know I need to because it's like a classic, you know. So.
Let's see. We've got Yankee 88 says best Nolan action scene. In my opinion, it's the docking scene, even though I'm not too fond of the rest of Interstellar. Interstellar is a great movie, by the way.
I think it's fantastic.
It really is. And for some reason, I heard some hate about it. You know how like you'll watch a movie and you'll have your opinion, and then you hear like negative things, and you're like, maybe the movie's not as good as I think, and then you go back and watch it, and it's still as good. That's how I feel with Interstellar. It's still really good. But the best action scene from Nolan, it's actually got it. I think that it is probably the most cliched answer you can give. But it might be the rotating hallway scene in Inception. I think it seriously might be. That's so well shot, and it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt having the fight, and the score is stellar. But I don't know. There's a lot of Batman scenes. So what would you pick?
I got to go back and rewatch a lot of his movies. Like I recently watched The Prestige and all that. I thought Prestige was fantastic. The Dark Knight Rises is sitting, I think, comfortably at my number one favorite Nolan movie, which is crazy. Maybe actually, I take that back. Interstellar is perfection to me. And like I get shit. I won't talk about Interstellar too much, but like when like I don't want to give a big spoiler away, but when he sees someone grown up, I get chilled so bad. I almost cried. I was like, God, this is so good. So but The Dark Knight Rises, when Catwoman is taking Batman to like go, we're gonna go get Bane, you know, and then she locks him in a thing. He's like, you made a serious mistake. And then Bane's like, not as serious as yours. I'm like, oh God, and that long fight scene they have, you know, like, you think darkness is your ally, that long speech and all that stuff. To me, that's one of the best scenes in movie history, man. I watch that scene. I listen to it while I'm driving. It's like, it makes driving intense. So
yeah, dude, I freaking love. I was going to mention the opening of The Dark Knight Rises. It was one of my honorable mentions on the Falling Film podcast for top 5 Batman scenes. One, it's like Littlefinger from Game of Thrones is there. He's like, "What's the next step of your master plan or whatever?" And then he's like, "Stealing this plane." And then war kicks in. I just love it.
Yeah,
stealing this plane, right?
Yeah, he goes. He goes. Taking over this plane. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, it's so good. And the opening of The Dark Knight can't go without mentioning that.
That is fantastic as well.
Okay, what do you guys think of Bad Boys for Life and Sonic the Hedgehog? Haven't seen either, but I know that Trevor, you've seen them, right?
I haven't. So next time I go to Best Buy, I'm probably gonna pick up Bad Boys. I love the first two, and I have Sonic. I bought it a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago now. I need to watch it, trying to get my 2020 movies to watch up. I'm excited for both, but I heard Sonic is really, really good, honestly.
I've heard that it's like it was in Tyler Tompkins' top 3 of the year so far. Yeah. He's on Griffin Schiller's live stream.
Speaking of him, he needs to get back on the YouTube game, dude. He's hilarious when him and Griffin Schiller. I don't know, why. Yeah, I was like, why'd you stop? Because when him and Griff are together, or Griffin, I don't know, me and Griffin don't know each other, but like Griff whatever. Yeah. I have a cousin named Griffin, and we call him Griff, so that's why. They should be. Tyler should be like back on it, dude. He's hilarious.
2,000
so funny. Huh. I know. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? You're so funny. Get back on here.
Trevor, what is your channel? I want to see Lord of the Rings things. You can. I'm at the links in the description, but you can go.
Yeah. Click the link in the description on the Film Geeks YouTube channel. Every Monday, we do a segment on my channel called Middle Earth Mondays because I'm a diehard Lord of the Rings fan, and I wanted just to put it on my channel and talk about it. So every Monday, we do Lord of the Rings content, and check it out. Thank you, man.
Yep. Yankee88 says, hot takes. Pulp Fiction is my third Tarantino film behind Bastards and Django. Also, Interstellar is my least favorite Nolan, and Insomnia is top 5. So have you seen Following? Because I think that's like borderline his worst film.
Sure.
I think it is his worst. Yeah, it's his first. Only in like an hour and 9 minutes, black and white. I think that's just his worst movie, straight up. But I totally get that if you prefer it over Interstellar. To each their own. Pulp Fiction being your third, I understand. I think it's probably my favorite. But also, like, the more time passes, the more I'm like, I kind of get sick of hearing Pulp Fiction at number 1. And I think that Inglourious Basterds might be his best movie. I really do. And I've seen like all of his movies now. But Inglourious Basterds is the one that I can't get out of my head. It might be my favorite. Gorlami.
The Bear Jew. So I haven't seen all the Tarantino movies. I've been very open about that. I'm currently need to still rewatch them and finish them all. But right now, like, I love Django, very rewatchable for me. But also Tarantino, the Inglourious Basterds, I think is the best made movie, like one of the best made movies I've ever seen. Christoph Waltz, that first opening scene with him is fantastic.
Shoshana.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. And then how like Hitler in the theater, you know, like how like he just changes history and does it's so good. And the Bastards, come on, that long bar scene, my favorite scene probably of the movie. But like I was so kind of like not angry, but kind of like what? Oh,
for the movie, yeah.
I was like, I see the third finger first. Like I was like this, and I was like, and you went, I
was like, peace, and I'm leaving.
Yeah, exactly. I for the longest time I was like, what's going on? It was like 5 minutes that scene, you know. I was like, there's got to be a payoff here, and man, was there a payoff. Michael Fassbender's in there as well. It's a fantastic movie, but I don't know. It's gonna be no lie. I think Tarantino is my favorite filmmaker now.
Hands down, he's mine. Hands down, he's mine. He has not made a bad movie, and I've seen them all. He hasn't. Death Proof is my least favorite, and it's not even a bad movie. It's just, it's interesting. Just watch it, and you'll see what I mean.
Sure.
Favorite Blu-ray / 4K pickup so far this year? I think for me, since it doesn't have to be a new release, right? Something we've picked up this year. Let me look.
I'm looking too. I picked up. I'll say one of my.
Has to be my Pixar Steelbooks. I got Up, Ratatouille, and Monsters Inc. And they're all so nice.
I will say that as well. I have mine right here, so I'll show it. My Monsters Inc. I love Steelbook.
I have that one.
And when Pixar, I can't believe that was this year. This year's been crazy. Like how long it's felt, you know, like back in April they dropped all these, right? The Pixar Steelbooks. And when I went
February, I think.
Okay, was it that far long ago? So they only had this one left at my Best Buy. I was like, man, so I love that one. I also got the Braveheart and the Gladiator Steelbooks, also Friday the 13th, because I'm trying to do more. I like Halloween, like that time of year. It means we're closer to Christmas, so I am definitely excited to do. I want to do like more like retro Halloween reviews, like Friday the 13th.
I'd be down to collab for one of those because I freaking
I'm
never
down to
talk
do
about
all
horror on the channel.
Those. Yeah,
dude,
I know.
Halloween, we need it. Where is it? I don't care what anyone says. I love this movie, and the cover art is one. It's like this cover art / poster makes me get excited for Halloween, like the actual day.
I'm down to do like collabs for all those like long discussions on our favorite Halloween movies, and episode on our podcast, our favorite horror movies, Halloween movies.
Absolutely.
Easy money, bro.
Yeah, easy money. Trevor, do you have Letterboxd?
I do. I believe it's at Trevor Sondrel. If that should come, I've typed in my name, Trevor Sondrel, Sondrol. I was posting on it for a while, and then I have gotten away from posting on it, so I definitely got to post some reviews on there for Greyhound. I think it's a little too late to review Greyhound on the channel. Probably, huh? Came out.
Yeah, I'm skipping that movie.
Yeah, 1,000 people have reviewed it already, so it's probably a little late. So all good, but I'm gonna definitely go on Letterboxd and post them. So yeah, Trevor Sondrel, look it up, and you should find it, man. Thank you, appreciate you.
Trevor, I was watching your channel. I saw you haven't seen Back to the Future. Just go ahead, Trevor.
I just recently watched it. If you go and watch my 100 movies I missed, it's the first movie I talk about. And then I had a review I was going to post for Back to the Future on the anniversary. Life got in the way. I never got around to it. But yeah, I have seen it and I loved it. I need to rewatch the other two so I can I'm trying to work on like a top 10 best trilogies, but there's so many trilogies I haven't seen. So I got to see that. I got to see the Godfather trilogy and lots of others. So I love Back to the Future. It's freaking amazing.
Yankee 88 says you should combine to do a top action scenes list. Maybe. Yeah, that'd be a fun one. I think that would be a more fun for like a live stream where we like have the viewers interacting. I want to try and do more of that. I think we said we were going to do something related to that. Maybe what was that again? Was it Star Wars related? It was we were
all the Star Wars characters, and then we were gonna have like we can do like 10 characters and then look in the chat. And that'd be fun because like Q&As are dumb fun. I love them a lot, but also to have like something like the main thing to talk about and a Q&A that could be really cool. So,
Jaron says, "Yo, sorry, my bros, I'm a little sick. I missed the first part. What's the big announcement?" I'll just throw it up on there. I don't care. I like to show it off. That's the announcement, Jaron. The Film Saga podcast. Trevor and I will be launching in about a week from Monday. I want to say it's going to be the first episode. I believe.
Sorry, you're sick, man. I hope you get better. Being sick sucks.
Hope you're feeling better, dude. Can you explain the issue with the 3 in the bar? So this is how you do it in Germany. Yeah. You do it like this. So he went like that, which gave away that he wasn't. Yeah, try glass.
And then the guy went, and like he got all mad, and I was like, what's happening? He went, I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yankee 88, very loyal subscriber and Letterboxd follower. Just a great guy all around. What is your favorite film that won Best Picture? I think that for me, and honestly, the one that I've rewatched the most that's won Best Picture, I think has to be Forrest Gump. I really do. That's
a good one. Can't beat it. For me, probably La La Land. Sorry, too soon still. That's a cool. I would say Return of the King. Come on. Won 11 Oscars. A three-way tie for most Oscars ever. Best Picture winner, fantastic movie.
An interesting video would be to go through every year and pick my best picture winner for each year. I'm going to do that. I probably just gave everyone an idea that no one's ever done, but I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do that. That might even be fun for a live stream too.
Yeah.
Hey, Trevor and Chris, I do a thing on my channel called Steelbook Friday every Friday. Usually I get a new Steelbook. Awesome. I'll go check that out. I love Steelbooks. So that's cool.
Subscribe to you when we're done here, man.
Deep into the film score. What's your favorite Zack Snyder film? Mine is Man of Steel, Watchmen, and Owls of Ga'Hoole. It's probably Man of Steel. I haven't seen 300 though, so Man of Steel.
Ooh, that's a good one too. I haven't seen Watchmen or Owls of Ga'Hoole, but 300's great. Man of Steel's fantastic. He did Batman vs Superman too, I believe.
He did.
I love Batman vs Superman. I love it. I would say right now I'm feeling more Man of Steel. 300's fantastic though.
I need to watch that one. Archer says, when Marvel announces the X-Men cast, do you think if they cast Alexandra Daddario as Rogue, it's good casting? I do. I never thought of that. I think that she would fit the role very well.
She's fantastic. Actually, I didn't even think of that. So yeah, she'd be great.
Yankee 88 says, watch the Cornetto trilogy. I do need to watch that. Deep into the film score says, who's going to be the first guest? It's probably Ryan and Colin. We'll make it a surprise. We don't want to reveal it now because we don't know yet, but they will make an appearance. It goes without saying. They had the Falling for Film podcast, so we definitely have to have them on.
Sure.
Have you guys seen Spaceballs? It's really good. I haven't seen Spaceballs. I haven't.
I believe that's the spoof on Star Wars, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes is like just a long scene of the spaceship, and instead of Darth Vader, it's Dark Helmet. It's pretty fun. If you don't like spoofs, don't watch it. But it's pretty.
That's why I haven't watched it. I'm not a big spoof guy. I'll be honest.
As a kid, I loved spoofs, but now as I get older, now I'm like I can't stand them. As my love for film grows, I think it's kind of like disrespectful, but it's pretty funny.
I just think it's not funny. Like straight up, just not funny.
No, I hear that.
Yeah. What's hard about Best Picture each year? Yeah. True best versus favorite. Yeah, that's very true. But I think that if I did it, it would be like my favorite. I think best it would be like my favorite would win pretty much. Do you guys own Funko Pops? Yeah, I do. They're I usually film in that corner over there, and I have them in my background. So if you want to check out some of my videos, you'll see a good bit of them. And I know Trevor has some too, right?
Yeah, I have. So I was collecting for a while, but I'm just out of space, so I can't. I got to stop collecting until I get like more shelves in my room. So I got all in my room's just covered in nerd stuff. So
Yep. I was gonna say something, but I'm not. I actually love BVS. I watched a 3-hour version. I haven't seen it yet. I've only seen the theatrical cut. I've heard the Ultimate Edition adds a lot. I do need to devote some time to that, but at the same time, do I want to sit down for 3 hours of my life and watch a movie that I don't like with 30 extra minutes of footage? Who knows?
So I don't remember the theatrical version like at all, but the Ultimate Edition, it's a damn good movie, man. It really is.
Damn.
It's cheesy, it's weird, but if you're not a DCEU guy, like I am, I mess with DCEU, and you just gotta accept it's cheesy because it's cheesy. But I freaking love it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
So Yankee 88, yes, the Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition is dope.
Yeah, Derivative Gamer 300 is style over substance at perfection. Interesting. I will add it to my list. I will. Yankee 88 says watch Blazing Saddles. It's one of my favorite movies. Same director as Spaceballs. I've heard of that one too. I think that's Gene Wilder and I'm blanking on the other guy's name right now, but I've heard of it. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't heard of it actually.
Okay. Have you realized that Ryan and Colin have have you realized that Ryan and Colin have 95% of the same opinions? No, I think they actually have a lot of different takes. Surprising, I watch their podcast. I think they differ on a lot. So I think they have a great podcast over there.
Yeah.
What's your channel name? Film Stocked, and Trevor is Film Geeks. Yep. I bought Call of the Wild on 4K and haven't watched it yet. Have you guys seen it? And if so, any good? Is that the movie with Emil Hirsch? I'm looking that up right now. Have you seen Call of the Wild, Trevor?
It's with Harrison Ford from this year.
Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm thinking of Into the Wild. Thinking of Into the Wild.
Into the Wild's good. That's a good one. I haven't seen it in years, but I remember liking it. I haven't seen Call of the Wild. My deep into the film score. Appreciate you subscribing.
Awesome.
My girlfriend's mom saw it and she said it was cute. It was sweet. It's Harrison Ford and his dog Buck, I believe it's called. It to me the dog looked too CGI, so I was like, I'm good off this. But have you seen A Dog's Purpose? Talk about dog movie for a second.
I'm not a huge dog movie guy, honestly. Like I don't think I've seen a single like movie like Marley and Me or any of those. I don't think I've seen any of them. Have you? Like you've seen those?
Yeah, I'm a dog guy. So yesterday I watched A Dog's Purpose. I was not doing very good yesterday, so I watched A Dog's Purpose and God, so good. And if you have a dog, you can really relate to it. So I was sitting in my room crying, watching A Dog's Purpose yesterday. Yeah, it was a great day.
Yeah.
DCU, you go on next question.
DCU is not that bad. Only Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad's a travesty to humankind. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not holding back on that movie anymore. I'm sorry, Jess. I am sorry.
Chris says sorry that you don't like Suicide. He doesn't like Suicide Squad, but I think it's great.
Yeah. You think it's great?
I think it's
it's okay if you like it, dude. It's okay.
I do like it. I don't love it. I think it has its issues. Don't get me messed up. Like I don't think it's as bad as everyone's saying. It's definitely kind of boring. Definitely it looks dark. The color isn't like the color hue isn't great, but that was
I don't know what the hell happened at the end of that movie with the dancing lady like this. I was like, what are you doing? Whatever her name was anyway.
Enchantress. I'm not a big fan of the whole Enchantress, but I am excited for James Gunn, the Suicide Squad. That's going to be sick.
Let's see. Do you guys prefer to buy your movies new, used, or does it matter? or it doesn't matter. I don't really care. I like to buy the new ones because I like unwrapping them. But if I go to like FYE or eBay and they're used, I'll get them. Like I'm not afraid to buy used. What about you?
I'm a brand new type of guy, and only reason is all my Blu-ray stores around me, like movie stores, closed. So there's a place called Dimple Records. Some movies are $2.99, and I have like so many DVDs from there that were $2, you know, and of course they close. You can't make money on selling $2 movies. You know, I would get like 20 movies and it'd be like $36, and I'd be like, "This is a steal."
Yeah.
So I get brand new for Best Buy.
Yankee 88 says, best film you watched on VHS. My favorites are Heat and James Cameron's Abyss. For me, I have fond memories of. I can picture them right now. I had the Star Wars movies on VHS, and I had them in like. It wasn't like a clamshell, you know, the plastic case. It was more of the paper thing. And I can see I had the Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith. I didn't have on VHS. I got the DVD, but the originals, the VHS, I do remember fondly. I loved those movies. I still do. So those are the ones I have the best memories of. You had a VHS player, right? I'm assuming.
Of course. Yeah. So what's crazy is I have like I still have my VHSs. I had the first 2 Toy Stories on VHS. And the movie I remember watching the most, it was like a Disney movie. It's called Mighty Joe Young. It's a huge gorilla.
I've heard of that.
Like,
yeah.
Go ahead. It's great. It's great, dude. I loved it.
I remember seeing the preview for it all the time on the old Disney.
Yeah, Mighty Joe Young. I don't. If I watch it now, it's probably god awful. But I remember Mighty Joe Young's big gorilla. It's like a peaceful version of King Kong. I know.
Yeah. What's your favorite Marvel Imprint film? Mine is Kingsman, Kick-Ass, and Men in Black. Hate the rest. I haven't seen Kingsman. I know that I do need to watch the Kingsman movies. Yeah. Actually, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that because Men in Black, I've seen parts of it. I'm just never really been
Men in Black. Men in Black's good. I didn't see the International with Chris Hemsworth, but I'll say Men in Black.
And then I've seen parts of it, so I guess I'd say Men in Black. I guess. Do you guys consider Dwayne Johnson as the new Arnold Schwarzenegger of this era? Yeah, I think probably. He's a better actor, probably, but I don't know.
Way better.
He's not as cheesy.
God, Arnold to me is just too cheesy. But I like how Dwayne Johnson just knows what he's trying to do. Like he knows that movies aren't going to win Oscars. They're not going to get great critic love, but they're there to entertain. When you watch a Dwayne Johnson movie, you are entertained. And the Game Plan, man, come on. That's a great movie.
It is, dude. I think that's like 06, 07, one of those years, but like it's such a good movie. The daughter has like... Doesn't the daughter have like an allergy or something? I don't know. I remember that part of the movie.
No, he does. She makes him cinnamon cookies, and then his tongue swells up. He's like, cinnamon.
That's right. That's right. I haven't seen that one in years, but
I love it.
Dude, Arnold's in The Predator. Arnold's in the first Predator movie when he throws a machete at this dude, and he goes, "Stick around." It's so cheesy. And it was also just like I could not help but laugh so many times in that movie. Man. And when the Predator takes his thing off, he's like, "Y'all one ugly MF." It's just so funny.
Oh god, it's the Predator's good though. The first Predator, it's great.
It's real. I watched it. Yeah, it'll be on the 100 movies. The next update I do.
It's really just good. Really cheesy.
Yeah. Best action film of the past decade. It's 80s to 2010s. I'd go Mission Impossible, Fallout, Casino Royale, T2, and Raiders. So from the 2010s, I would also say Fallout. From the 2000s, I would say I don't know. That's a tough one. Off the top of my head, the 2000s, possibly.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I'm blanking on the 2000s. The 90s, I don't know, but the 80s is Die Hard for me. 80s is Die Hard, not Raiders. 80s is Die Hard.
That's a good one.
In 90s, I might go actually Die Hard with a Vengeance. I'm not a huge Terminator guy. I'm not.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Terminator movies. Those are on my 100 movies to watch list. I'm going to say all-time Fallout for me. Mission Impossible Fallout.
So great.
Best action movie of all time. It's so good. And it's kind of long, but like it doesn't feel long. And like that bathroom scene with Henry Cavill and Tom Cruise, that is like unrealistic. Obviously, your heads are going through sinks and walls, but like it is so well choreographed, so well done. And I'm a Mission Impossible guy out there. I can't wait to watch those.
Great franchise. Deep into the film score. If I started a channel to check it out, yeah, I would. I would check it out.
I love checking out people.
You should start a channel. Trevor, my friend, worked on Mighty Joe Young. Oh, that's cool.
I saw it. That's dope, man. That's hella dope.
Yeah. What are your rating systems? I I kind of stopped rating movies on. I haven't reviewed a movie in so long. I usually do it out of 10 on videos, but on Letterboxd out of 5, I definitely like that more. So,
I'm just kind of like I do if I recommend it or don't. That's how I do it.
Yeah,
because like I film out of 5. I used to do out of 100, or like a percentage out of 100. And like I remember when I watched The King of Staten Island the last time I did a percentage, I was like, I just saw it and I loved it. So I was like 98% for King of Staten Island, but now I'm like at a 70% probably if I went back. Wow. So like I'm like, if I recommend it or I don't. Like if you're at interest in seeing this movie, check it out. If not, you can skip it. That's how I'm gonna continue to do it from now on.
Yeah, I think that's really probably the way to go. I'm sick of like putting a number on a movie.
Here's a number on exactly. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like this is what I like, this is what I didn't like. Here's my thoughts. This is my take. I don't have to give it a score. Like you guys check it out, or like this movie's awful. Like Artemis Fowl.
Yeah, I do like my Letterboxd system though. I have it to a science. In my notes, I have reasonings beside each star grading that I give it. So I love doing that. Stay tuned, Trevor and Chris. Awesome. We will. Best film of 2012. I think you asked this in a recent live stream, and my answer was Django Unchained because I love that movie.
Has to be for me. I think has to be Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah, I know you love that movie. It's a good one.
Or The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, or The Avengers.
The Avengers so good. I've been finding more and more people who like don't like the first Avengers. That was like the first movie I saw 4 times in theaters. I saw it 3. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I saw it like 3 times opening weekend. Like I was like the end battle scene in New York. I was 13, like so I was like obviously like it's all about action and movies at that time. So like when you get to the end battle scene in New York, you're like, I wanted to be the Hulk. Like at 13 years old, I was like, oh my god, I love the Hulk. I got to give me him. It's I thought it was great. I told my friends. Go ahead.
When I first saw it, there was this lady who was clapping every single time something happened. It was the first time that I'd ever had that, but I was laughing. So when he goes Hulk smash, I think she started crying like loud. She was like, just clapping, like cheering her ass off. I was like, I feel you, but I was just internalizing it.
Yeah, but as when I see Marvel movies now, I love a great crowd for Marvel movies. Like when I saw Infinity War, I went to the biggest theater here, 250 seats sold out. And oh my god, dude! Like when just Captain America caught the spear in Infinity War at the train station, I mean the theater, just roared. It's not like a concert. I was like, this is awesome. Then I saw Endgame at like a smaller theater, but like it was still so much fun. Like people were cheering. I met friends like sitting down. You know, we were just talking about what's gonna happen, what things gonna happen, and we were just like, it was. Marvel movies is the only movie I think people are allowed to like not discuss, but like cheer and clap and have fun with. You know.
Yeah. Like and of course. When I saw The Force Awakens, there were people dressed up as like Jedi and stuff. So, it doesn't have those as many like crowd moments, I don't think, as Marvel.
Not the sequel trilogy.
Yeah. Have y'all seen
Skywalker had one?
It had none. Have y'all seen Commando? It's Arnold's funniest film. He stands off against a huge army, 90+ kills. I've seen Commando like years ago with my dad, and I'm laughing at how absurd it is, dude. He's just running around with like a tactical vest on, like this machine gun at the end, just mowing people down. He's like a superhero in that movie, so you got to watch it if you haven't seen it. It's so cheesy.
I haven't seen it. I'll have to check it out.
The end kill, it is fantastic, dude. It is so great. I can't get over it.
Yeah.
Archer says, did you guys like the 2018 Tomb Raider movie with Alicia Vikander? And what are your expectations of Tomb Raider 2? I haven't seen it. I skipped it.
I skipped it too. I heard it was fine, and obviously it was popular enough to get a sequel. So maybe I'll check it out. Maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah. Yankee 88 says celeb crushes.
Timothée Chalamet.
I think it's Chris Evans, but also I love Margot Robbie, of course. So it's hard to pick. There's also like definitely some I'm forgetting. So what's your favorite MCU TV show? Mine are Daredevil, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and maybe Runaways. I haven't seen no Marvel shows. I will watch the ones that are really connected to the MCU, but the ones that are I'm not going to watch the ones that are like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter, not for me really. Letterboxd is a best grading system. It's so great and simple. Yeah, I agree. It's really great. You and Moorfield, what's up, man? Thank you for joining. He said, I predicted this as soon as I saw you were announcing something. Super excited for the podcast, guys. I'll definitely be tuning in for each episode. Thank you very much. It really does mean a lot. We're excited to venture into the podcast world.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Deep into the film score with a great question. Favorite Eminem song. What about you?
So
I know you like Eminem. I do too.
I don't listen to it as much anymore, but like I can like his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. I can still rap the whole song. So Rabbit Run's great. Lose Yourself is great. Till I Collapse is great. Daddy's gonna buy you a Mockingbird. Mockingbird's great. I mean, he has just banger after banger. I would say Rabbit Run or Lose Yourself or Till I Collapse. Those are like my before soccer game, like in the car with the buds. Like we would crank some Eminem and we would just get jazzed up.
Yeah.
So I would say that.
I would say Lose Yourself is like his defining song, especially in 8 Mile when it plays. Finally, I was like, I'm ready to go. Let's go. I was so hyped. But one of his later songs is from this album came out when I was in like 5th grade. I want to say it was like 2010, maybe. I was in 4th or 5th grade. Not Afraid. I really do like that song. It goes kind of hard. I don't know if you've heard it, but it's not one of his original songs, but Not Afraid. It's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, Not Afraid. I'm not afraid to take stand.
I liked it. Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody.
There it is.
Everybody. Come take man. Walk this road. Sorry. Together through the storm. Whatever weather, cold or warm.
Just finish the whole thing. Song. Let it play, brother.
Yep. Great song.
Let's see. My endgame crowd was not that hype. Yeah, mine wasn't crazy hype the first time, but I wish that it was. I saw it again in IMAX and they went wild.
That's cool. After I saw it for the first viewing, like I saw it 3 times opening weekend, and the crowd went. It was like the Thursday night crowd was popping. Friday night crowd was ass. Sunday afternoon, like it was like crickets. It's like people were like,
there was no one. The first time I saw it, there was no one. It was Friday afternoon.
Wow. Every Showtime in Sacramento was just slammed.
Filled, but there was no one saying anything in the theater. And I was like, I don't want to be. I don't yell out in movies normally, but I was like, I would just look at Cam and be like silently going like, and everyone else was just like this, just staring at the screen the whole time. I'm like, are you watching this?
You just said the line we all been waiting for. Avengers Assemble.
Exactly.
And like I get chills if I still watch it today. I still get chills. I was like, how the F are you not freaking out right now? People are a bunch of just wackos, man.
Yeah. Insanity. Let off some steam, Bennett. It's a Commando reference. Hey, yo, what's up? What's up, Certain? How you doing? Me and Certain have a collab coming tomorrow on the Film Stock channel. Spider-Man related videos, so stay tuned. Which do you guys prefer more, The Shining or Dr. Sleep? Haven't seen Dr. Sleep. Haven't seen
really?
Dr. Sleep. No.
Dude!
I love The Shining. Should I watch Dr. Sleep?
So here's the thing. I explained Dr. Sleep to my girlfriend's family, and they're like, that's nothing like The Shining. I was like, no, you're right. It's like not even a sequel. But the last 20 minutes, they go back to the hotel, and it's very like nostalgic for The Shining fans, you know. But Dr. Sleep's pretty much his own movie. I thought it was great. It was one of my top 10 of last year. So it's really, really good. Yeah.
I need to watch it. I don't know if it's on any streaming services or what, but I'm going to try and find it.
I'm sure you can find it on Amazon.
Yeah. We're not going to reveal the sections in the podcast yet. You'll have to stay tuned for the first episode, but I appreciate that you're interested.
Yeah. And each episode might be a little different. We might have some segments here and there that come and go, you know. See which ones we really like. It's going to be a feeling out process, the first probably 3 episodes of what we like
and what we
don't like.
And Certain says, definitely different than YouTube, but podcasting is fun. Glad y'all will be venturing on this journey as well. Yeah, we're very excited about it. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
Certain also says, speaking of Eminem, have y'all heard his latest album, Music to Be Murdered By? I have not. I kind of haven't listened to his new stuff in a long since that Not Afraid album or whatever came out. I don't remember the name of it. Recovery, maybe. I think it was Recovery.
Yeah. Vaz Cinema says NF. Sorry, I had to point that out. NF is bomb. Right up there.
I've never heard of him, or I've never heard of it.
He's like a fast-paced Eminem style, but like he talks about basically he raps about his life. He doesn't swear in his music, but he raps about his life, what he went through, and like things like that. Talk about want to get hyped. His beats, his production quality. NF he's one of my favorite artists, dude. NF is I always forget. He's so good. I always forget like with someone else who's favorite rapper. I always forget to mention, but NF's definitely one of them.
Dude, yeah, I keep rewatching. This is kind of related to this topic. The final rap battle with Papa Doc and Rabbit in 8 Mile when he's everybody in the 313 and he's going like that. Yeah, I love it. It's so good, dude.
Now I stand shook. look at, or something like, stands tough. Notice that this man does not have his hands up.
It's so good. I was on eBay last night, late night Blu-ray shopping. I found an 8 Mile steelbook. You know the pop art steelbooks that they'll have on like at Best Buy. It's so sick. It's gray. It has like Detroit in the back, and then it has a road, and then it has a microphone. I'm getting that. There's like a bid war going on for it. I'm buying that immediately. It's so sick.
You should. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the live action Disney movies? I think that the Jungle Book and the Beauty and the Beast are so great. And they added something new. I haven't seen Aladdin, and we don't talk about the Lion King. Trevor?
So when I first saw Lion King, I was telling Jess about it yesterday. I first saw Lion King last year. It was my favorite movie of the year besides Endgame. I was like, I love the Lion King. But then I saw it again and it went way down. Then I watched it again at home and I was like, what I like about this movie? Like, I think it's awful, but I still love them. Excuse me. Cinderella, I think is great from early 2010s era. Beauty and the Beast, fantastic. Alice in Wonderland, fantastic. Aladdin is slept on from last year, man. People always say, "Oh, it's stupid." Look good. If you like the original Aladdin, I think you'll like this one a lot. It does something different. Don't talk about Jafar. God, he's so bad. I can't get over how bad he is. $1 billion, man. So worth checking out.
Yeah. You were lagging there, but I heard most of it. I do love the original Aladdin. It's amazing. Love it. AJ Reacts 2 says, I had to leave, but I'm back. What type of topics are you going to talk about on your podcast?
We can mention it if you want to. I mean, it's not like a big secret, but like,
everyone's
so curious. It's kind of gonna be like. Go ahead. Sorry.
You're good. It's gonna be like we're gonna have segments where.
Am I lagging bad right now?
Yeah. You want me to remove you for a second?
Hold on 1 sec. It went off my hotspot, so hopefully it doesn't take me out of here. It went back to my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi, everyone's on it right now, so that's probably why you probably can't hear me.
No, I can hear you. You're good now. You're good.
Well, it's not. I'm not connected to the internet, so that's weird.
Well, I can see you and hear you fine. So, as far as podcast topics go, yeah, I'm just going to remove him for a second, guys. I'll keep going. He'll be back. We're going to, restart. AJ, we're going to be talking about a new movie we're going to watch every week, similar to an old segment we did on certain podcasts. We're going to be doing a rewatchable kind of thing. We're going to have like a very interesting take on the movie news, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to bring that to you guys. Certain says, all right, here's the real question. Lemonade Mouth or Minutemen? It's gotta be Minutemen. I think Minutemen might be the best Disney Channel original movie. I seriously love that movie. Jason Dolley and Nicholas Braun, I believe, are two of the actors in it. And it's very, very underrated. I honestly need to revisit that movie as like an adult or whatever. I think it'd be really great to see. Favorite villain all time in any movie. And Trevor's back.
Sorry. God, Wi-Fi. I live in a boondocks.
You're good.
Is it good now?
You're good. Yep. What's your favorite movie villain in any movie? Or are you saving this for an upcoming video you're doing?
So, shout out to Certain, because we have a collab coming out this week. Our top 5 favorite heroes and villains. Sorry, Certain, I threw it out there. I'll say a couple villains I love that I don't know if I'll make this list. I love Gaston from the original Beauty and the Beast. I love Hades from Hercules. Darth Vader, Darth Sidious, got to throw them in there. You also have to throw in like Scar from the Lion King. So there's a couple right there. I have a couple I want to save for the top 5.
I think that to be different, not really. I think that Hans Landa from Inglourious Bastards might be the best, and I also love Fletcher from Whiplash. But favorite hero, I think that it might be Han Solo and Indiana Jones for me. Trevor.
I was trying to. Heroes going to be tough for me. I have my villains list made, but I'm still working on my heroes. Han Solo has to be. He's my favorite Star Wars character. Luke Skywalker maybe has to be there. Iron Man, Captain America. I mean, Aragorn, Frodo Baggins. Shoot, it's hard.
Spidey. Yeah, there's so many great ones.
There's so many great
ones. Cam's in here. She says, I'm late, but so excited for y'all. And when do I get to be on the podcast? You probably will be eventually. Your time will come. But thank you for designing the fire logo. It's really great.
Yeah, appreciate you, Cam.
Best Coen Brothers film. No Country for Old Men is the best. My favorite is actually The Big Lebowski. I have a shirt that I wear now from The Big Lebowski of the dude. Have you seen a Coen Brothers movie?
I haven't seen a Coen Brothers movie. I don't think so. I need to get into the
Big Lebowski. I'd start with Big Lebowski.
Yeah, I need to because I know you love that.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome. I have a new game. I have a new game for any podcast. If you have a suggestion for a game, you can drop it down below. Best of Spielberg is definitely Raiders. It's Jaws. It's Jurassic Park. It is Saving Private Ryan. Those are probably like my top ones right there.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with any of those, honestly. I haven't seen Saving Private Ryan, but you can't go wrong. E.T., you gotta throw that in there. Come on.
Sorry, I had to take care of something real quick. E.T., I have the poster over there. Totally blanked on it for a second. Yeah. I'm just laughing. All right. Have you heard of Joyner Lucas? I'm telling you, man, most underrated working artist. I know Jaron agrees with me. I have not.
I haven't either.
I have not. I'll look him up after this, though. I'll let you know. Yeah. By the way, I'm excited for your live stream, sir. The Spider-Man debate with Griffin Schiller. That should be
Griff Schiller. Cool. That's an awesome opportunity, man. So congrats.
Trevor, same NF. I'd say he's one of my favorite artists. I'll have to look into him as well. Yeah. Let's see. I have a friend that said that 365 Days is her favorite movie and didn't give any reasons why.
Then I'm not to be rude to your friend. I'm not gonna say it, but it's a long porno, man. Wow, it's a weird movie. One of the worst I've seen this year. Are you lost, baby girl?
I don't ever want to watch that movie. Yeah. AJ says hot take. What's new? He always has the hot takes, but I love it though. Teen Beach Movie is the best Disney Channel out there. I've never even seen that.
Bye. AJ thinks Teen Beach Movie is the best Disney Channel movie. She was watching Teen Beach Movie the other day. It's like one of the #1 songs she sings is from that movie. Like she's always singing and dancing to it.
That is too funny. Yeah. Let's see. Days of Future Past or First Class? Days of Future Past all day for me. I love them both though.
I've only seen each once, so I can't give an opinion. I was both in theaters, so been too long for me.
Okay, Cam asked a great question. Which DCOM song's a bigger bop? She knows me too well. Bet on It or Starstruck? This is very hard for me because I love both songs so much. I why are you doing this to me? I'm struggling internally right now because I think
Starstruck is from what movie is it from? It's from Starstruck, right? Yeah.
Sterling Knight, and then Bet on It is High School Musical 2.
What happened to Sterling Knight? Disney Channel original movies.
Dude, he was running the Georgia College. Childhood. He was running the Georgia College and State University in Milledgeville, Georgia. Their Instagram. I watched him. He was live on there. It was funny. But you know what?
Funny. Bet on it.
But I love them both.
Dude, it's so good. Come on. I'm not gonna stop. Not gonna stop. Sorry. One of my favorite trilogies. No lie. When I do a trilogy video, this will be an honorable mention. Oh, it's so good.
I know. I didn't watch it.
High School Musical 2 is probably my favorite, though.
Yeah, if Cam's still here, she'll say, Trevor said you should watch it, so now you're going to watch it, but when I try to get you to watch it, you don't watch it. That's what she'll say.
Sorry, Cam.
What movie makes you feel cold inside? The Revenant.
Because they are actually cold. Yeah.
But also makes me feel cold inside because of what happens in the movie.
Yeah. I don't really mess with The Revenant, and I think Tom Hardy was far better than Leo. I don't think that's even close to Leo's best performance. He wasn't Leo didn't talk a lot. Leo was kind of like dead a lot in the movie. Tom Hardy to me was snubbed of the Oscar. He was
great. Yeah, he was great. You couldn't understand him, but he was great.
Yeah.
Favorite Adam Sandler movie for me? It's serious role. I'd say Punch Drunk Love or Uncut Gems. Comedy, I'd say The Wedding Singer. A recent watch, The Wedding Singer.
Ooh, nice one. Yeah. So, Uncut Gems isn't rewatchable enough for me. It makes me irritated, so I can't say that. Great's probably his best performance. It is his best performance. I haven't seen Punch Drunk Love, but Adam Sandler's probably my favorite actor. So, 50 First Dates, just go with it. What?
I knew that, but it just shocks me when I hear it. I like Adam Sandler.
I know. I love a good rom-com, man. I'm a romantic comedy guy, you know that, and anyone who knows me or follows me knows that. So 50 First Dates, just go with it. Blended, anything like that. Adam Sandler just good. 50, The Longest Yard. I always forget to mention that. The Longest Yard. He goes to prison and plays football.
The original's way better though. The original's the classic.
You are wrong.
No.
Wrong go.
Burt Reynolds
he makes he comes into The Longest Yard, the second one. You know, but I know I'm forgetting some Adam Sandler movies. Grown-ups movies. The grown-ups movies just make me feel good because like it literally feels like a family vacation that like I would go on one day. You know.
Yeah, the first Grown-ups I watched a few times. I haven't seen the second, but yeah. Teen Beach Movie isn't the best, but it's still a great movie. Never seen it. We've got some love for it though in the chat. Favorite movie to watch in the summer? I think it's Dazed and Confused.
That is a good one. Speaking of it, High School Musical 2, dude, gets me in the summer vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best movie score for a particular scene. It might be Portals, bro. I know that's super cliche.
Oh, it has to be, dude.
1 second.
Yeah. I'll go on here. Deep into the Films Core says, speaking of 365 days, there's a petition to eliminate the movie from Netflix. I haven't seen that, but I'll also say this, that movie was number 1 for like 2 weeks on Netflix. So while it wasn't good, my girlfriend's mom watched it because my girlfriend watched it. And then she's like, oh, tell her mom you should watch it. And it's the sex scenes in this movie. Like you think 50 Shades franchise is bad. This movie is crazy. And I'm sure we're going to get a sequel because the ending was trying. It went for something, but
yeah, that's a movie I will never see. I will never see that movie.
Yep. Exactly.
The Revenant is awesome, but Leo should not have won an Oscar. Completely agree. He should not have. You know who should have? Any guesses? Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs.
Easy money.
Easy money. How? How did he not win? How?
Yeah, I'm playing God, it's such a great movie.
When you say that, it gets me so hype. I want to watch it.
I'm playing the orchestra. I'm just like, you're so good. I freaking love you.
The best scene in that movie to me is obviously I love the ending. Like the score in the end, I'm getting chills thinking about right now. But the scene in the middle when he's confronting Jeff Daniels, you know, the actor Jeff Daniels, they're like going at it, and it's flashing back to like how Steve Jobs kind of got kicked out in a way. Whew.
Sure.
So good.
It's great.
Daniel Day-Lewis and There Will Be Blood or Morgan Freeman in Shawshank.
Morgan Freeman in Shawshank.
I prefer Morgan Freeman in Shawshank. I know Daniel Day-Lewis and There Will Be DDL, I'll call him that. And There Will Be Blood is like one of the best performances ever by a lot. But that movie is so overrated. I'm sorry to disappoint. It's so overrated.
So I only say Morgan Freeman because I haven't seen There Will Be Blood. And to me, Daniel Day-Lewis, everyone's like, he's the best actor of all time. I don't think so. To me, like, you got to give it to Leo, Pitt. You got to give it to one of those guys, man.
De Niro, I don't think Pacino.
De Niro, Pacino, come on. I mean, there's better guys out there, so that's me.
He's more of like a classically trained actor. Like he really goes for it, but he's never been like my favorite, you know.
Denzel in Training Day. King Kong ain't got shit on me. God, Training Day is great. Denzel is I love him. Even in like The Equalizer or Unstoppable or Nonstop, where the train movie is.
Yeah.
He's great, man.
It's a great movie. Yeah. Cam says if Trevor and I are on here, who is Chris texting? Who knows?
He's got apparently another friend, Chris. What's going on? Or Cam, what's he got going on?
Yeah. I like this one. Favorite Knives Out character? Ooh. I think that it might be Ransom, just because I like to see Chris Evans kind of as the asshole villain.
Are you back again already?
Yeah, I was watching. That was a good impression.
Appreciate you. Woo! Finally got Chris to say it.
I love the. I love when he's like eating the cookies and he's kind of laughing. Eat shit. Definitely eat shit. I love that.
You gotta go. Honestly, the whole cast is great. Knives Out's a movie I've rewatched several times this year, and I was at my drive-ins the other day, so I almost went to go see it again because I love it. But Benoit Blanc has to be, I suspect, foul play. Has to be the best, one of my favorite. Like, is that a hero? If that counts as a hero, he might be my number one hero of all time. I love Benny. He's so good. And plus, Ana de Armas she's brilliant in it as well. But also, Richard, who plays Jamie Lee Curtis's husband, he's a snake, but he's funny. And when him and Michael Shannon want to like fight, you know what, Richard, you want to go, and it's just like reminds you of like family things, like the family doesn't like each other. It's a It's a great movie. Rian Johnson, he's great. He did The Last Jedi, masterpiece. He did Knives Out, masterpiece.
He did one masterpiece, maybe. Knives Out. It's great. I don't know if it's even a masterpiece, but he's a good filmmaker. Aside from the Star Wars universe, I don't know. It's good. It's good though. But I was going to say there's a Hamilton reference in Knives Out that you would understand now. I think.
Yep.
It's when
immigrants.
We get the job done.
And then he's going, and then the detective. What's his name? The weird little dorky detective.
Answer, right? Or the other guy. It's the other guy. Yeah, it's the other guy.
He's like, and he's like, Hamilton. Saw 4 times. Yeah, I think about that all the time now. It's funny.
Yeah. Favorite Christmas movie? Jingle All the Way. Between Jingle All the Way, Christmas Vacation, Gremlins, and Christmas Story, and Elf. Elf really blows the others out of the water. If we're just talking those. Yeah,
Elf. Elf is the best Christmas movie of all time. First off and foremost,
top 3 for
people.
Me.
Top 3? It's I watch it. I watched it 3 or 4 times.
Home Alone's my number 1 by a mile, by like a lot. I've seen that movie more than most movies in general.
So, like I said to you, I don't think I've seen the Home Alone movie, so I gotta check them out. But Elf to me is I've been wanting, no lie, because I love Christmas, my favorite time of the year from November 1st on, my favorite time of the year. So I've been asking my girlfriend now, I'm like, can we just watch Elf? Watch a Christmas movie? I ask her that all the time. So she says no, but
yeah, you gotta wait for the right time. But you could watch it now. It just wouldn't be right. It wouldn't feel right.
I know it would be weird.
Would not have the magic. AJ says, Cammy's not texting me either. This is a debacle. Yeah. You know, I might have other people in my life. I'm just playing.
Whoa. Yeah. How dare you?
My mother. I was texting my mother. There. You happy?
We are happy now.
Controversial opinion on X-Men. Mine is that the first 2, Days of Future Past, are better than Logan. I'd say that's pretty controversial because the first X-Men is
extremely controversial.
I would say controversial opinion on X-Men. I think there's only like 3 good X-Men movies: Logan, Days of Future Past, and First Class. I don't think X2 is even that good. I'll be completely honest. It's very overrated. I've never seen.
Are you not counting the Deadpool?
They are, but I want to say they're their own thing, kind of.
Okay,
you know,
fair enough. I don't really have a controversial opinion on X-Men. Sorry, folks.
Rank the hero deaths of Tony, Logan, and Batman. When did Batman die? Dark Knight Rises.
Which Batman died?
I don't know, but I don't know. We sound stupid right now. I guess. I guess he fake died in the Dark Knight Rises, right?
He did, yeah. And then you see him at the thing, and we were supposed to get a 4th one with Robin, but we didn't. Christian Bale didn't want to do it anymore. Freaking asshole. Tony was too hard on me, man. I was honestly expecting it, but like it killed me inside. I was fricked up about it.
I think Tony's number 1, Logan number 2, Batman 3, I guess.
Yeah.
Have you seen Groundhog Day? I did. It's going to be on the latest 100 movies update. It's good. Like 3.5. It was solid. I think that it's not amazing or anything though. I think that there was like a part where it got like hella dark. Like it really did.
Depressing as hell. Like he tried to it's awful.
Yeah.
You Groundhog Day?
Like my God. Yeah.
Yeah. So Palm Springs, I didn't know it's going into it, but Palm Springs is technically a version of Groundhog Day. They relive the same day over and over. I was just kind of thrown off by that, but I'm not gonna lie. The Groundhog Day is good for about the first 30 minutes. He's starting to get used to it, but then like I said, it gets dark, and I'm not a big fan. Honestly, I'm not like at all.
No, and I've heard like that in every single review I've seen of Palm Springs, it's a very interesting take on the Groundhog Day premise. Like I'm not reviewing that movie because that's what everyone says. So like. I don't. Yeah. If I watched it, I would say the same thing everyone else has said. You know how
I get it. I don't know. I was the first 10 minutes like they really just hop into it, and when that happened, I was like, "This is going way too fast right now." It wasn't like an introduction to these characters. Like everyone just got announced, and how they filmed it. I'm not gonna lie, it looked like how Netflix original films used to, like our YouTube movies look. You know, the filming looked weird, so I wasn't a fan at all.
Yeah. Cartoon Grinch or live action? Cartoon. The live action Grinch is a disgrace. I hate that movie. I hate it so much. I can't stand it, and she knows that. That's why she asked the question. I know a lot of people love it. It's horrendous. It basically steps on the original. So sorry to upset everyone. I know I probably just upset a lot of viewers.
When she says cartoon,
the 30
when she says cartoon, she's talking about that one's great. I thought you were talking about the new one, Cam.
No.
I haven't seen that one. But
no one acknowledges
what would I wear? Ooh. That's it. I'm not going. The live action Grinch, I will say, isn't the best, but you can't beat the original 20, 30-minute How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That is fantastic.
Yeah, you can't even compare the two, in my opinion. Top 3 comic book films. I guess we'll go Endgame, Infinity War. For me, Endgame, Infinity War, and Iron Man. All in the MCU. I don't really care.
Infinity War, Endgame, and Civil War.
AJ says another hot take. Home Alone isn't great, but Elf is amazing. AJ, you're trying our friendship right now. You really are. I love Home Alone. It's so fantastic. It's perfect. 100%. I don't know how, like 100% out of 100. A great movie. You could watch it any time of year. I love it. I'll have to message you about why you don't like it or don't think it's great. But Elf is amazing. Elf is
great.
Yankee 88 says that Batman died in The Dark Knight Rises. In his opinion, Alfred is seeing things.
Okay. My guy old.
To each their own. Yeah, you can interpret.
But if you think about it, they technically reference it in the movie. That Alfred's like, I'm always think that one day I'm gonna look up and I'll see you at that diner. And then he goes there and he sees him at the diner. So I was some good foreshadowing, of course, by Nolan. So to me, he didn't die.
The autopilot, like, remember, it got fixed.
Yeah, it was on autopilot.
So, like, I don't know why they would have put that in there. If
yeah.
I think that he definitely got out, but that's just my opinion. If I skip a question, it's just because we've answered it a lot in a past live stream. So I just wanted to let you guys know. AJ Reacts 2 says Palm Springs was great. I have a letterbox review for it.
So if AJ liked it, I'm definitely not gonna like it.
Y'all disagree a lot, don't you?
Yeah, AJ, you're my boy, and I love you, dude. You know that, but we'll talk about AJ. I'll text you.
Yeah. Can you laugh at The Room, or is it just painfully bad and unfunny? I laugh at it. I quote that all the time. I'm not going to do it right now, but I quote it all the time. It's so hilarious to me. It's so funny. Trevor,
I haven't seen it. I've only seen the part. I was like, "Oh, hi, Mock." I've only seen that, but haven't seen it.
Jess is in here. Thank you. She's actually in the room with you right now.
She's watching. I can hear her listening to it.
Hot take. I actually love Captain Marvel. That's cool. I don't, but I respect your opinion. I just don't really like it at all. Do you, Trevor?
I don't respect it. I don't respect it at all. I don't even care. That is awful. That's a terrible movie. I'm listening. MCU movies. I don't think there's a bad MCU movie. I just think Captain Marvel isn't good. If that makes sense.
That's fair. It's one of the worst ones in my opinion. Bottom 3. He says, bro, Joker is one. If you're talking about comic movies, it's top 10 for me. I think it's great, and it could go up over time for sure.
Joker's good.
AJ has too many hot takes. He has a lot of hot takes. He really does, but you got to love him for it.
Nah.
And Eli Taylor has favorite musicals from the past 5 years. For me, my 2 favorites are probably La La Land and Rocketman. La La Land, definitely. And that's like the only true musical that I if A Star Is Born, it's not a musical, but I would say musically based movie, I'd say A Star Is Born.
Yeah. So I would count Rocketman as a musical just because they definitely went for that fantasy vibe in it, you know? Yeah. And they did musical numbers rather than a Bohemian Rhapsody. They did like concerts. So, excuse me. I'm talking a lot here. I would say that Rocketman, it does count, but Greatest Showman is fantastic. If we're counting Disney movies, toss in Moana. And I guess I don't care. I am counting Hamilton as a movie. So Hamilton.
Hamilton transcends everything. It's fantastic. I've watched it twice. Listen to the soundtrack basically every day. I love it so much. It's so good.
Yeah. So the songs I continue to listen to, talk about Hamilton for a second. The songs I continue to listen to on Hamilton are the Schuyler Sisters, Story of Tonight, and Story of Tonight reprise. Because I listened to the Story of Tonight reprise and Wait For It together. I heard you got a special someone on the side, Bird.
I love that.
What you trying to hide, Bird? Yeah. Wait For It is. So Theodosia, she's mine.
I listen to that every single day, more than once.
Yeah. I Snapchat you on the way to work. I am the one thing in life I can't control.
It's so good. And then of course, for me, I listen to Gungeon Ships like 15 to 20 times a day, and I finally memorized Lafayette's rap. I feel like I've accomplished something in life, but I do listen to like nonstop and What Did I Miss every day. I love the end of Act 1, beginning of Act 2.
Is so good. Why do you write like you're the smartest in the room? Or why do you write like you're running out of time?
Yeah.
I love that beat it has with that. Leslie Odom is fantastic as Aaron Burr. I think Aaron Burr is my favorite character.
He's great. I think that. So it's interesting. I think that after this rewatch, I love Jefferson the most. I think that he's the funniest, and I think that I've always loved What Did I Miss? And I do love Lafayette too. And I know that a few days ago I even was saying I prefer Lafayette, but I don't know.
I do.
Jefferson is just so awesome. I love them both.
He is awesome.
It's so hard for me to choose between the two.
Yeah, he goes like, what in the Story Tonight reprise. Sorry, I gotta talk about Hamilton. I can't stop it.
Okay.
So I could talk about Hamilton forever right now. It's so good. And he's like, I see the whole he goes, Spidiverse, Story Tonight reprise. And he's like, Spidiverse, Burr. I see the whole gang is here. You are the worst, Burr. It's so funny, dude. It's great. So I can't get over Hamilton, man. I can't. I want to watch it right now.
I think I'm going to probably put it on at some point today. I usually watch at least the first act. I don't count it.
The first act to me is fantastic. The second act, while it's good, I think is not nearly as good as the first act. The first act is every song. I listen to the first act like every day.
I do too. I do too.
And then after I'm done with the first act, I kind of like restart the first act. But the second act is still great.
Yeah. Cam has a question. Does Jess love the movie or the character?
Bebe, do you love the movie or the character of Captain Marvel? She said both.
Both, Cam. So both. Best movie you watched last month? I think mine was Good Will Hunting for the first time. It's awesome that you saw that for the first time. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. I seriously was rewatching the regret scene yesterday. I just love that movie so much, dude. I think it's going to be my favorite of all time soon. Like, I'm going to commit to that answer in a few months, probably. Sometimes taking the number one spot is a big deal, so it takes some time.
For sure.
But the best movie I watched last month was probably that, because I rewatched it. So, Trevor.
Back in June, if I'm going to count a new release, I will say King Staten Island was really good. I enjoyed that quite a bit. If I'm talking about like movie in general, I don't even freaking remember. Good Will Hunting's awesome though. It's a great movie. Great acting. Matt Damon is a powerhouse. Should have got nominated for an Oscar for acting.
Yeah. What did you guys think of Solo? I didn't like it at all. It's probably the least memorable Star Wars movie.
I don't even remember it. I just remember being so bored through it.
Super unnecessary, in my opinion. What is the big announcement? This is the big announcement. Boop. There you go. Podcast. Yep. We're probably gonna wrap up here in a few minutes. We're going for like an hour and a half. Let's see. I memorized Battle Number 1. It's great. It's great. Glad you're enjoying Hamilton, AJ. Cam has a Hamilton video coming out soon. She does. She really does. And AJ says Jefferson greater than Lafayette. They're both like so good, but I think Jefferson just has more time, so it's kind of almost unfair to compare the two.
It's too hard. I think they're like pretty dang near close, but I like Lafayette a little bit more.
Can you quote Godfather 2? Yeah, sure. I know it was you, Fredo. There you go. Don't have to go again. Or yeah. He says, I know it was you, and then the kiss of death. Everyone knows about that. We're going to wrap up here in a second. Let's see.
Yep.
Jake A, definitely watch Hamilton. And let's see. Do you think Tenet will be an Inception sequel? I think there's a 50-50 shot. What about you?
I think it's 30-70. I don't think so.
I think so. I think it would be awesome, but we'll have to wait and see. So
the thing about Tenet. Okay, wrap it up. Sorry.
No,
that is it.
Say your thoughts.
I think Tenet is not going to come out this year. I don't think it's coming out until 2021. And I also think Tenet, I have no idea what the hell it's about. I have no idea what it's about. Like, I'm like, it's like, I have one word from you, Tenet. And everyone's like, oh, it's going to be so great. I'm like, try to explain to me what this movie's going to be about. Like, I'm excited for it. But, like, I'm also feel like it's going to be a normal movie you have to see a couple times. But as you said, that's going to be a wrap. That's a wrap
for this big announcement. Very excited for the future, and I'm happy that everyone finally knows what we have in the works. If you're catching this on the replay, thank you so much. Consider hitting the like button, and I hope you guys are excited as we are for the podcast, which is coming very soon. Trevor,
July 20th. Mark your calendars.
Plug yourself. Let the people know what you have coming soon. The floor is yours.
I'm filming a collab in a couple hours with Certain Vids today. We're doing top 5 heroes and villains. Villains going on my channel later this week. Tomorrow, doing a long review for the Fellowship of the Ring. We and Chris have a live stream this upcoming Wednesday, as we do every hump day. We have so much fun doing those, and podcasts come Monday. And then I have a big video I've been working on. I keep talking about it. There's 46 movies on it, and I'm trying to make it the best thing I've ever created. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it a lot.
Yeah. And as for the Film Stock channel, I've got that live stream coming up. I have a collab with Certain about Spider-Man coming, and I have, 100 movies I missed update, all that good stuff coming. So definitely just stay tuned, and thank you guys for joining. Hopefully,
appreciate you guys.
Yeah, hopefully check out the podcast. We're very excited to bring that to you guys. And until next time, see you guys later.
See you guys.